Okay, good evening YouTube. Back with another video in the studio, as my friend Anthony would call it, the studio. Technically this is a studio that I'm doing it in. Haven't done one in a while in the studio. Haven't done a video in a while, and I wanted to make another video out of creativity. But couldn't think of a good video to do. Couldn't think of one, and I had the idea today to make this one. It's been kind of a rough, couple of weeks. My mom sadly passed away. I think 2 weeks ago it was, 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever. And it's been kind of stressful. And then my job, Toys R Us, as people know, I've only got about 3 weeks and a day left, and then I'll be out of that job. And I still don't have a car yet since my accident. It's been four months, and I still don't have a car, so I'm having to bum rides or walk to places. But anyway, this is a video I decided I'd share. I put this on Facebook just to be creative, and I haven't listened to this band in a long time, but pulled out their music again. And it's a signed CD I wanted to share. I thought the Spyro Gyra fans might think this is pretty cool. It's the Rites of Summer CD from '88, their '88 album. And I got it signed by 4 out of the 5 band members when my brother and I went to go see them at One World Theater in Austin, Texas. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't put it too close because the flip cam will get blurry because flip cams are garbage. But I've got the autographs of Jay Beckenstein, Tom Schumann, Scott Ambush, and Julio Fernandez on there. The drummer at the time was Bonnie B. And that's who we saw at One World Theater. But when I went to go see them, at the time, what happened really was my brother, I knew, is a pretty big Spyro Gyra fan. And he likes bands like the Rippingtons and the Yellow Jackets too. And I was living in Austin at the time in 2009. And I happened to see, I guess I was reading the Austin Chronicle or something, looking to see who was coming, and I saw Spyro Gyra was coming. And my brother and I don't really do a lot together. He lives in Euless, and right now I'm currently living in Bryan, which is where I'm from, where I was born and raised. And I called him up, and I think I called Mom, and then he happened to be home, and I asked him, hey, Spyro Gyra is playing at this place called One World Theater here in Austin. Do you want to go? And he's like, well, yeah, I'd like to go. I really would. And we made plans to go to this concert, and I think he got the tickets. So he got the tickets, and we went to One World Theater, and we saw them. It was the year Down the Wire came out, but that album wasn't released at the time. I think it was released. I know that it wasn't released then because the merchandise they had, the only thing they were selling was Good to Go Go, the album they had before Down the Wire. And they only played like one new song from Down the Wire at the time, one song that we didn't know, or that he didn't know. I knew a few of their songs, but he was a bigger fan. Before I went to go see them, when he got the tickets, I went to a Hastings here in Bryan. Remember Hastings? That's out of business, just like Toys R Us is about to be. And I looked for some Spyro Gyra CDs so I could be familiar with some of their songs, and I got this one. It was the first one I got, and I also bought Dreams Beyond Control. So when I went to go see them, I had 2 of their albums when I saw them at the One World Theater. And they played one song from Dreams Beyond Control, Breakfast at Igor's. So I knew that one, and of course they played Morning Dance. There might have been a couple other ones that I knew. They didn't play anything from this one. But yeah, it was cool to see Breakfast at Igor's. I always liked that song from Dreams Beyond Control. But yeah, after the show, we got to meet them, and they were at this table out in the lobby, and everybody but Bonnie B was out signing stuff. Not sure where he was, but that's how we got the. He had brought up some of his CDs too. He had brought up some CDs like Got the Magic, and I think 2020 and Road Scholars. He had those CDs with him. So he got some signed, and I think he got the Magic signed. I just brought this one and got this one signed. So I'll show it to you again if you want to see it. It's signed Spyro Gyra. Like 4 out of the 5 members. And there's this. And the lineup that I saw, for people who aren't too familiar with Spyro Gyra, is not the same lineup on this album. It was Julio, Tom, and of course Jay were on this album. But this is before Scott Ambush joined, and they had 3 other guys on here that aren't with the band anymore. But yeah, my Spyro Gyra collection is basically this album, Dreams Beyond Control, and 3 Wishes. Those are the only 3 CDs I have. A little funny thing about the show, though, I will say, is when my brother and I, we got our seats, I guess they were reserved seatings. I don't really remember. I only went to One World Theater that one time in 2009, and it's a really nice place. It's really pretty big sized venue. The room itself where the show wasn't real huge. It was kind of a smaller type room, medium sized room. But it's like a real elegant looking place, and they have dinners there and weddings there. But we got our seats, and then there was this guy that was all like real happy and excited. He sat next to me. He's all like, "Ha ha, yeah," you know. And I'm thinking, "Oh, great!" I had to get next to this at one of the shows, and when the band was playing and everything, he was all like getting into it, like yeah, everything. And he was sitting next to me, and he's like, "Oh, check out that drummer, man. He's cool." And I'm like politely nodding, but I like did not want anything to do with this guy. Maybe he's watching this, I don't know. But it was just kind of funny. It was like this guy had like this he's like the Joker. I got sat next to the Joker. This guy that was just, you know. And then there was one part of the show where he tried to pull his phone out and either film or take pictures or something, and one of the staff members at the Warm World Theater told him to put that away. That's just a little information I was giving you. This just fun information. I was sitting next to this guy, and I'm sure he was pretty drunk, and by the second half of the show he kind of calmed down and mellowed out and didn't really make much noise. And then when we went out to the lobby to go meet the band and get our CD signed, I saw him lied out on a love seat, dozing off out there, just kind of, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was drunk. But one thing I do know about the guy was he was definitely a fan, because I could tell he knew their songs. He probably knew quite a bit of them, and probably had quite a bit of their albums in his music collection. Probably had all of them. But that's the story of how I got my Rites of Summer CD signed. So just created a video. Thought the Spyro Gyra fans might like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you next time on YouTube, hopefully with another video. Hope to do some more of these soon. We gotta find some good ideas. I will see you on the flip side. Thank you for watching.